Thank you so much for all the support you gave me, guys.
Okay.
Today, I got promoted.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Welcome to Living Gets Real. I'm Ashwini Vedakan. Joining us this week we have Nisha Seneviratne. But before we get into the show, here's a little sneak peek into her life. Welcome to the show, Nisha. It's so good to have you here with us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
You're looking fabulous. Love the tattoos, love the graphic eyeliner.
Thank you. Yeah, clearly you can say I love art. So, yeah.
Now, your name is well known. Everybody knows who you are. But for the sake of the show, how would you describe yourself to our viewers?
So very simple. In my career, I'm a makeup artist. That's what I love to do, and I'm a mom to 2 toddlers, 6 and 5, and that's pretty much it. I just like juggle work, my clients, and my kids.
Nice. You actually broke my next 2 questions.
Oh, okay.
So we'll take it with the first one, which is makeup. Yeah. How did you get into the makeup industry?
So I'm someone, going back to saying I love art, I've always loved anything to do with the creative side. So since I was a kid, I was like drawing. I was actually designing clothes a lot. So I thought I would end up as a fashion designer. I never really thought that I would be a makeup artist. But I used to always, at every opportunity, just do people's makeup, like my mom's friends. Like if they had like Hindu weddings at like 2 in the morning, they'd call me at 10 and they'd be like, can you do my makeup? And I'd be like, yeah, I just love the opportunity that someone would trust me with their face. But I actually graduated as a designer in Melbourne. But that never really kind of took off, and I feel like when I was doing that is when I realized this is not what I want to do, and I was like, oh gosh, this is kind of like hit or miss. But all along that, I feel like I cultivated my passion for makeup, and when the fashion side things were kind of spiraling out of control, I was just doing, not calling myself a makeup artist, just doing makeup, and then people started like actively wanting me to do like photo shoots, and brands wanted, so then I kind of built like my portfolio, and so now it's been like 8 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to the question about the kids.
Yeah.
Right? You raised 2 beautiful, adorable kids. I'm sure you've all seen them online.
Thank you.
So how do you juggle being a mom, raising the kids, working? Because being a makeup artist is a pretty demanding job. There are places you have to go. So how do you leave? How does it work?
So firstly, I have to give credit to my mom, because she is like the ever-present help, and I don't think like without that support system, she's someone who's been supportive right from the start. So like you mentioned, I have work at odd hours. My sleep cycle is completely messed up, but never mind. But I love what I do, and I feel like now I do have a routine where the girls also know that, because it's like appointment based. Like obviously if it's bridals and things like that, that's not really every day. So the girls are with the kids. I make sure, like if they have school, their school bag is packed the night before, their lunch is put. So everything that I can do and have things prepared, I'll do that. Pack my stuff and make sure I'm ready to leave for wherever I have to go. And on days like that, then I'll make sure I don't take any other work, because then when I come home, I'm able to like fully give my attention to the girls. So it's literally like balancing my clients, because I love what I do, and obviously my priority as a mom is obviously more than work, but they kind of go hand in hand. So I've set it up in a way where the girls are not neglected as well. Also my clients aren't neglected. So yeah.
Now the girls are pretty popular on social media as well. So my question for you is, when it comes to putting them out in the spotlight, obviously you get a lot of mean, negative people out there.
Oh,
there is a lot of hate on social media.
Yeah.
How do you handle the backlash that comes?
I mean, I feel like initially when I don't get so much now, but I feel like obviously that's taken, I would say, a few years. I mean, the girls clearly love doing it, like, you know, maybe it's what they see and they're just really natural at it and they love doing it. But yeah, you do get like moms who, it is sad that some moms can actually say really mean things and you're just like, you'd expect them to understand more. But I feel like I'm just at a point, I just, you know, brush it off, or I just think, you know, try to put myself in their situation. I think, oh, maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe they would like to do like what I'm doing, but maybe they just don't have the situation where they're able to do, or that freedom to do it. So I just don't take it too seriously. But yeah, there have been times like at the start, like I'll just tell roughly like one, I don't know, it could even be a fake account. But like when I was like at work and I was putting some work thing, and then I think I put a screen recording of the girls, like me FaceTiming them, and they were playing, and they were like, oh my gosh, you're such a bad mom, like, you know, you just kept your kids with like the maid or your mom or whoever, and how irresponsible, like, you know, they just went on and on and on. And obviously at once when I read it, I got hurt. I was like, and then I thought, you know what, my kids know who I am. I obviously can't answer to everybody, and there will, even if 90% are happy or 99% are happy, there'll always be one person, no matter what you do, you can't please. So I was just like, you know what, it's okay. So I was just like, so when I get comments like that, I always reply with sarcasm. I'm like, oh yeah, thank you so much for your opinion. Good point, but thanks, I didn't ask for it. Like, have a good day or something, you know?
You pull a Chandler.
Yeah, I pull a Chandler. I'm like, you know, what else to do?
Now, if you have followed Nisha on Facebook and on Instagram, especially her grid, you know that she's done master classes with Mario. So I'm a huge fan, that's why I'm getting a little excited. How has it been to actually meet him and to do a master class with him, and how did that even happen?
So I actually ended up doing 2 master classes. The first one, gosh, when was it? I think it was 2015. And when, I mean, I just so happened to, I mean, I've seen that he has this master class thing with different like models, and you know, he does this. But then one day I was just scrolling and it was Kim's face, and he had put, it's a master class with her as the model. Honestly, it was one of the most spontaneous like decisions I've made in my life, and I'm so happy like that my parents and all were like okay, because I literally saw it and I'm like, I'm going. And I already had like, I think US visa at that time, because we were constantly visiting my sister. I just bought the ticket. It sold out in like 22 minutes, the entire master class. Like, and they have like different levels for like the ticket. So if you buy like the highest package, you get to meet him, you get to meet her, and like bigger goodie bag, like you get to sit like right in front, that kind of stuff. So a lot more benefits. So if you get like a smaller package, obviously you sit right at the back, and I'm saying there's like 1,000 like students, like, or 1,500 students. So I mean, they are both as real as you see like on the show, and in their interviews, so humble, so down to earth, and it was just really like humbling to see a makeup artist who is so big and someone who is, I mean, they both have obviously paved the way here in the whole beauty industry. So just to be like, oh my gosh, I'm like standing next to them, and they took the time to like speak, and you know, I managed to get an autograph from Kim when everyone's like, don't, like, obviously the security is like so tight, you know, she had to meet like, I think about 300 of the, you know, the main package people. But yeah, it was like honestly such a great experience, and the only reason I did it the second time was, it was I think after about 3 years, and that's when she had her own makeup line.
Okay.
So I was like, you know, there were obviously new tips and tricks that you can learn, and I definitely did. And it's also why it's another nice experience is you're in a room full of makeup artists worldwide. So you get to network, you get to see people from like some countries I've never heard, but you know, either they're really big in the country. So it's just nice to be in a room full of like-minded people and we speak the same makeup language. So yeah, it was really, really good. Yeah.
Nice. Now let's talk about your transformations.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Do you have anything planned for 2022? Anybody's faces we can expect?
Like I really, honestly, the list of like transformation that people want me to do, I feel like even if I do 2 a day, it's not enough. I'm like so far behind, but I really do another popular one. I mean, I've done Kim, I've got Kylie, I've got Chloe. For men, I've got Loki.
Okay.
And then just like, I mean, I've got like practically everyone from like the Marvel universe and like, you know, Batman, all these people, but as their authentic self, and then obviously like the characters. So yeah, my goal is definitely to do more transformations this year. Yeah, I love, it's just that they just take so long, you know. I need anywhere from at least 3 to 6 hours
Just to do it.
Because it's literally like, okay, I'll just tell you how I prepare for like when I did the Jason Momoa as Aquaman. That's very popular.
That was the one that actually grew.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one that kind of set everything, and it kind of showed me also like, hey, I can challenge myself and also do it. And I like spent like a few weeks just looking at his pictures and like analyzing his features and seeing where shadows were and you know, so many things, and I was like, okay, can I really do this? So it's literally mimicking like shadows and highlight that actually alters your own features. So doing that, and then sometimes I take like a selfie and then it kind of looks off, then I have to like wipe it and redo it again. It's easier, I would say, doing it on someone else than when I have to do it on myself, because when you take a picture, things just look a little different. But
I think that's the appeal though, right? That's the see it on you.
Yeah. So that's why I don't want to do it on someone else. People have asked me like, okay, so why don't you do it on someone else? I'm like, no, but I want to transform like myself. Like another one I personally love is the Mario one. I feel like that came out quite well. But yeah, I mean, so I feel like there are quite a bit, to do.
Okay, so now you have been to Comic-Con. Like we actually had a conversation just before the cameras came on. I was like, Comic-Con,
dying.
right?
She
yes,
was dying.
I was dying. And not just because of Comic-Con, but who she actually got to meet, right? So let's start with the first thing, Comic-Con. How was that?
It was, so in this one, the panel that I went to was specifically like supernatural. So we got to hear about what they were planning to do for the next few seasons, and again, being in like a room, like-minded fans, we all spoke the same language.
So you were part of the Q&A session?
Yeah.
I'm screaming it.
Yeah. She's just not showing it. But it was so nice because anyway, you can see clearly at that time I wasn't doing these transformations and all. But because I come from a family, like my siblings are all, like both my sister, so I have 2 brothers, my youngest brother is a chef. And the other 2 are both into like movies, films, script writing, media. So when they are more influential than I am, so they will always talk about the Marvel universe, this universe, that universe. So like, you know, movies I've never heard of. So I'm influenced by that a lot. So it was actually my sister, when I was watching, she's like, this is there, we have to go. And we got to see the car, it was parked outside.
Oh my
god! Yeah, trust me. I was like, oh, I can't, I don't think I can handle it. So it was just nice to see. It's a totally different world, you know, Comic-Con and all those days, and just, you know, seeing how much effort people do put it. Like they take it so seriously. Like it is a huge thing. Like it's a big deal. Like the hours and hours they spend on the costumes, on it's pretty serious. So it's nice that celebrities come and you see how much they take it seriously as well. And it's worth, I think, that ticket that you pay, because you get to do a lot.
So you got to see only Supernatural, or you got to see other casts?
I got to see other things, but it was more so because it is tiring, obviously, because it's like the whole day. I think we had 2 days, 3 days. But it's like sometimes then you have to wait. There's like lunch break, this break and that. So they would go, obviously they also need to, like, they've been talking for like hours, and then they take a break and we go and come back. So I feel like you have to really like 1000% be into it. Others they like camp outside.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's how dedicated they are. They just camp outside and they're just like, we will live and breathe comics.
I feel like I would do that, especially because of who she got to meet. Because she got to meet Sam and Dean Winchester from Supernatural, which is like the highlight. Like I can't. So please tell me.
I still can't either. Like it was like, still when I talk about it, I can picture the whole thing, because obviously that was the time we were like binge watching the show and completely obsessed, like practically everyone who watches it. And I was like, if we're going for this, we have to get the photo up, because otherwise there's no point just sitting and listening to a panel and seeing them there and just at least, So we anyway like got it, and then we have to like queue up, so it's like a long queue, and then the queue is getting shorter, and then you can see who you're going to enter in the room, and then you see like literally everybody in line, they're like screaming at each other, okay? Like, oh my gosh, there were these 2 African American girls, they were so funny. They were like hugging each other, they're like, I think I'm going to faint. Okay, catch me. And I'm like, I think I'm going to faint, it's the same energy, because they're just like, oh my gosh, this is so surreal. And once again, like, they were also so nice, exactly like on the show, totally goofy, like their chemistry is so amazing. They just make you feel like so comfortable, not like uppity shock, anything like that. So they were just like, oh yeah, come in, like give me a hug, and I'm like, okay, I don't think my legs can handle this, but okay, I'll give you a hug. And then so I'm standing in the middle with both of them, and then you're supposed to like tell them what pose you want to do. So I was thinking when I was standing that line, like, okay, what am I going to tell them? Like, oh my gosh, like, okay, we were just like guessing it. But when I was thinking, okay, I'm going to tell them to like do peace or something, and I completely forgot. Like I froze when they gave me a hug. I froze, and I was like, what? And he's like, what do you want us to do? And I'm like, I actually couldn't think. So I was like, okay, duck face. And then Dean was like, duck face, and Sam is like much taller than me, obviously both of them are. And he's like, what? He's like, do a duck face, man. Like, he was like so confused, because there's so many people. Obviously you can't be spending
so
much time. They have to go through everyone. So, but they still try to do it so it's not like rushed. So so now I have a duck face with the Winchester brothers, and
you can find it on your grid. Just scroll and you will see it.
I feel like maybe I should repost it, right? Because the impact will be totally different now. It's like a really good throwback.
For sure. Well, we've reached the end of the Q&A segment, the burning questions as we call it.
Okay.
But before we end the show, we have a little game planned. And we will get into that game after a word from our sponsors.
You love the feeling of being renewed. To protect the things most precious to you. To stay beautiful every single day. To breathe just like we do, because you are truly delicate, protecting the ones who've been with us through the years. With Sayalac Care, the only wood coating that truly protects you. Sayalac Wood Coatings from Jat.
Welcome back. We are in the studio with Nisha Seneviratne and we're about to start our game. Today's game is called the Whisper Challenge and we're going to get Nisha, who's wearing the headphones, to figure out what my word or phrase is while she listens to very, very loud music. You okay? Ready? Yeah? Okay. First word.
Okay. Bury that. Mariah. Ferry. Mariah Carey.
Yes, nice. Okay. Next one.
What? Emilio? Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god. It's so funny. Wait.
Okay.
Emilio.
Do you give up? Okay. No. Okay.
Converse. Non-veg? Oh my god. I told you I suck at it. Golf face.
Yes.
Oh my god. Did I say non-veg?
Okay. Next one.
Forget about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Finally. Magnitude. Maggie. Noodles. Okay.
Okay.
Elevator. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I'm telling you. Is it like elephant? Okay. Juice? Did you say elephant juice?
Elephant juice. Okay.
Wild boar? Oh my gosh, this is so hard. Wild? I'm never getting this. Wild leaf? Oh my god.
I'm not getting it.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
I was focusing so much.
Okay. Okay.
Stop right there. Say it again. Talk to the hand.
Yes.
Okay. Man, these are like so diverse.
Okay. Is music playing?
Yes. Okay. Whoa.
Okay. Okay.
Break that. Something beat. Play that beat. King P. How I can't swear. I'm not swearing. It's not like it. Yeah. Freaking? No. Play that something beat.
Okay.
Something.
Close.
Yeah.
Close.
Half point.
Okay. Last one.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. I'm sure it's hard. Danger Hut? Drench Hut? Drench. Oh my god. Treasure. Oh god. Treasure hunt.
Okay.
I am so slow. It's not even funny. Oh my god.
Alright, should we take it off now? Alright, well, it has been an absolute pleasure having you here on the show.
Crazy.
Now, thank you so much for joining us today, for giving us your time.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun and it was a real pleasure for me. So thank you so much again.
And that's all the time we have for you this week. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram to catch the latest episode of Living Gets Real. Thank you for watching and stay safe.